Alright, happy Halloween everyone. For this project we're going to need a roll of TP, roach killing powder, some heat, gas line, antifreeze and water remover, and a pumpkin. Or alternatively, kerosene. Step 1, stab some holes in your pumpkin. Now we got a jack-o'-lantern. If there's one thing cooler than a jack-o'-lantern, it's a flaming jack-o'-lantern. If there's one thing cooler than that, it's a colored flaming jack-o'-lantern. So let's go to the kitchen to see how we're going to do that. Cool, so why are we using these ingredients? Well, number one, we got the roach killer because it contains mostly boric acid. Now yours might just say boric acid, but I know mine says orthoboric acid. As far as I know, it shouldn't really matter because any boron-containing compound should burn nice, bright, and green for you. Secondly, we're using the heat because it's mostly ethyl alcohol. Now I'm going to explain in a second why we use ethyl alcohol and not any other type of combustible liquid. For example, isopropyl. Okay, on my right I have a small dish containing isopropyl alcohol. On my left I have a small dish containing methyl alcohol. Now, a little bit of chemistry background for you. The difference between this and this is that this has 3 carbon atoms in its molecules. This has 1 carbon atom in its molecules. What's the point? Well, that means that the heat, our methyl alcohol, is going to burn a lot cleaner than the isopropyl alcohol. That means that it's going to have a much clearer, maybe a little bit of a blue tinted flame. You're going to notice that the flame for the isopropyl alcohol is going to be just a little bit yellow or orangey. So if I go ahead and light it up, you'll see that's burning with a nice yellow orange flame. Now, if I light our methyl alcohol, it's almost invisible, but if you look closely, it is in fact burning right now. It's a very almost clear, ethereal blue flame. Now, here's the trick. This is where our boric acid comes in. I'm going to take a small spoon of it and mix it in with our methyl alcohol. Now let's see what happens. A lot easier to see now, isn't it? Now, if I was to do that with our isopropyl alcohol, you wouldn't be able to see it at all. The reason that the green from the boron in the boric acid shows up in our methyl alcohol is because the flame is already so clear that it makes it easy for that color to come out. Long story short, if you want to make a flaming jack-o'-lantern, go ahead and put a roll of toilet paper in your jack-o'-lantern, douse it in rubbing alcohol, and set it on fire. If you want it to last a little bit longer, douse it in kerosene. But if you want that sexy green color, you're going to need to use your boric acid and your methyl alcohol. So, it's Halloween. Jack-o'-lantern? Check. Candy? Check. Costume. For convenience, I mixed our boric acid and our methyl alcohol in the syrup container. If you're worried about exactly how much of each to use, don't. Toilet paper goes in the jack-o'-lantern, douse it with your solution, and then you light it. Happy Halloween, everyone.